We are here with the 2020 Haverford College men's soccer captains, talking a little bit about the season that looks a little bit different in years past. But before we dive into talking about the team and what it looks like for this upcoming year, we wanted to give each of you a chance to introduce yourselves.
Yeah, so I'm Will Klein. I'm a senior from Berwyn, Pennsylvania, just down the road. I'm an econ major. Center back.
I'm Noah Schwab, a junior from Short Hills, New Jersey. Play in the midfield, and I'm a physics major.
Good. And then you guys have been practicing for about a week and a half now. Obviously, after being remote since March, it didn't affect your playing season in the spring semester. You didn't have a traditional spring season. But what's the return been to campus like, and how's it been for everybody getting to see the whole team back together again?
Yeah, I think it's been great for everybody to kind of get outside and get active together. It definitely looks a lot different with like masks and some of the limited amount of things that we can do. But everybody was really excited and looking forward to just playing the game we love with our brothers. So it's been nice.
Yeah, I think anybody will tell you it's been weird, but I think the school has been doing a great job so far, making sure that, one, we're safe and healthy, but also giving us a good opportunity to do the things we want to do, like, play our sport and work out. So it's been good so far.
Good. And then maybe one of the unique things that comes with this fall season is with the guidelines that are in place, you have smaller training units or functional units within the team. I was curious, is there any, maybe, even though it's different, is there maybe an added benefit to having a smaller group where maybe you get more individual time with the coaching staffs?
Yeah, so since we can't do like contact or like any real finishing stuff, most of it has been technical work. And since there are only, I think our groups are 7, 7, and 6. So the coach really has eyes right down the back of your neck. But that's okay. It kind of makes sure you're sharp, and I feel like it really does kind of add to the quality because everybody knows that the eyes are on you when you're going through the drill, so nobody's really going through the motions.
Yeah, just adding on, like, there are always pros and cons with everything. And like Will mentioned, we can't have contact, so it makes it hard to really open up the play. But we're, paying attention to detail now and really working on our technique, our footwork. And it's nice having more individualized attention from coach. So in that regard, it's definitely been beneficial.
Good. And then obviously one of the cons is that you can't be together as a team. You're going through trying to immerse a whole new class of first years, and you had people who were studying abroad in the spring. But talk about maybe outside of practice, since you're limited in numbers, how has the team gone about trying to bring everyone together as a cohesive unit?
Yeah, so it's definitely been tough, and I think that preseason is normally like a time where we all bond and really come together and get really close because nobody else is on campus. Obviously, we didn't have that this year, so we have been having some Zoom calls, and we're still trying to figure out some ways where we can all get together and hang out. But yeah, I mean, we don't have the full team practicing together, so it makes it pretty tough to kind of meet and bond with the new guys.
Yeah, speaking from my own experience, I definitely remember my first year. Preseason was a time where I really felt like I bonded with the upperclassmen and my teammates, and really felt like I was introduced to Haverford and as a member of the community and as the team, end of the team. So we definitely sympathize with the freshmen, and we definitely feel bad for them, and we're doing the most that we can to introduce them to this environment. We're trying to get as many meals as we can with them in smaller groups and socially distanced, so we're safe. But it's difficult, and we're trying our best.
Good. And then on the opposite end of the spectrum from the first years is obviously the senior class, who is obviously going through a tough time. But I found it really interesting that with the options that were kind of out there, perhaps Will, you could speak more to this. The entire senior class who started together as first years has decided to come back and finish this season together. I was just curious why that was so important to each of you to kind of start and finish at the same time, and maybe talk about the bond you've built over the past 4 years.
Yeah, definitely. So obviously we were pretty disappointed with kind of the season being transformed into what it has been. But we do kind of see each other, or see like all of the other seniors, and together we see each other as brothers and a family. So I feel like we've really kind of grown up together and almost become men together. So we kind of wanted to close off what we started here at Haverford all together. We definitely miss our transfer, Michael Lyons. We miss his presence, and we do wish that he could be here, but he decided to take the semester off. But I think that, like, at the end of the day, we're still out kind of playing soccer with our friends, and that's really all you can ask for. We're making the most of kind of a tricky situation.
Yeah. And then going off of that, maybe has the team set any like goals? What is the team really focusing on for this fall? Or like what are you trying to get out of this season in hopes of preparing your program for continued success down the road?
So I think given the nature of the season we're in right now, it's difficult to set tangible goals because we don't have competition. But I think a goal that we have for every season is that each individual player feels like they've made an impact and have been like improved themselves as a player, but that the program is in a better place at the end of the season than it was at the beginning of the season. And so I think everyone right now is just focused on really improving ourselves where we can, so that come next fall or whenever our season may be, we're ready to compete again and find success. I think one benefit or another benefit of the nature of our season right now is that we have a lot of time with our strength and conditioning coaches. So we can really improve our athleticism, try to get faster and stronger, and hopefully be able to translate onto the field in the future.
Good. And then I kind of just want to wrap up with this question. You talked a little about improving, and obviously you've had success in the past, winning conference championships, going to the NCAAs. Both of you have been a part of those teams, but more recently your team was recognized with having the highest GPA in all of college men's soccer, Division 1, 2, 3, NAIA, junior college, the entire spectrum. So you guys, this group has really done a good job of combining athletic and academic success. I was curious, what does that mean to your team as a program for each of you?
I'm extremely proud of everybody on the team. I think that is really like one of the highest honors we could have gotten as a group. And I think it just kind of shows that we hold ourselves to pretty high standards, both on the soccer field and in the classroom. I think we're always pushing each other and holding each other accountable when it comes to schoolwork. And we do have like a really good support system for kind of all of our guys. So if anybody ever has a question or needs help with a problem set, the younger guys are happy to look up to the older guys for help, and we're all happy to help each other out.
Yeah, again, I'm just incredibly proud of our team. And just, it goes to show how hard this group works on and off the field. You know, we're all students before we're athletes. And I think this just demonstrates that.
All right. Well, I want to thank you guys. That's all the questions I have for you, but I did just want to thank you guys for taking the time today to talk about the season.
Yeah, thank you for setting this up.
Thank you, Justin.